Good morning, ladies. Today's a bright new day. Happy Friday. I just wanted to make a quick YouTube video just to touch on the key points that you might have missed when the camera wasn't working correctly the other day on Wednesday. So, we were talking about inside the mind of a narcissist, and the basic points of that are in his mind, he feels like I love myself and I know that you love me too. I'm so important. How could you not love me? The second thing he's thinking is, I have no need to apologize. You must have misunderstood me. You must have heard me wrong. I never said that. And they never apologize. They also have the feeling that they're the best at whatever they do. So I'm the best businessman. I'm the best coach. I'm the best soccer player. They're best at whatever subject you're discussing at the moment. They also do not appreciate rules. Rules are for regular people, and they clearly are not regular. They are very important people who don't need to follow the rules like everyone else. They feel that they need to be appreciated for every single thing they do, but they will not give you the same appreciation. In return, you're expected to do the things that they want you to do in return. The other thing is that as much as they say they want you to be equal to them, they think there's no way that can happen because they're so superior. There's no way that you could be equal to their superiority. They do expect you, of course, to be loyal to them, to defend them, to agree with them, especially in public, but they don't reciprocate. They are in it for themselves. Also, they hate criticism. So it's okay for them to criticize us nonstop, but don't criticize them. And if you do criticize them in public, you're going to see not anger, but you are going to see rage. So they do not like to be corrected, especially in public. They want to hang out with only the best of the best. They feel that other people are underneath them. And clearly, your friends and your family are part of that group that is not good enough for them. So that's why they try to isolate you from your friends and family, saying that they're not good enough. But in reality, they know that they're going to be found out. Another thing that the narcissist is thinking in his mind is that if everything that I say you listen to and didn't argue with me, everything would be fine. This is all your fault because you're not agreeing with me. Just so you know, you're never, unfortunately, going to be treated as an equal. They will always make you feel inferior, and they will also devalue anything that you have to say or anything that you believe in. And they will continue to overvalue their own opinion. So you come to a point where you have to make a decision. Am I staying with the narcissist or am I going? And I don't really judge. None of us should judge whether we stay or go. I know I stayed way longer than I needed to. There's kids involved. I know for myself, I was afraid that if I wasn't there with my kids, who would be there to protect them? So I know that that was a big deal for me. Money is another issue. I mean, in my case, I was the breadwinner, even though he controlled the money. And for some people, that he is the only source of money, and it's scary to leave that security. So if you decide to stay, I just wanted to give you a couple of ideas of what it's going to be like. So if you decide to stay, you need to accept that you're not going to be treated equally. These are things that you need to internalize and realize are not going to happen. You're going to feel insecure. Those feelings of insecurity are real and they will not diminish if you stay with your narcissist. You will constantly be devalued. Your opinion won't matter. You will always be talked down to. So they never feel that it's a partnership. They always feel like they are the one in charge. And his needs or her needs, depending on your relationship, will always come first. Their needs will always trump yours. So the bottom line is that inside the soul of a narcissist is actually an insecure person. And they build themselves up because they feel hollow inside. So they look at you or they look at other people as an extension of who they are and who they wish they can be. And so that's how they try to build their own self-esteem. Again, they will rage at you when they feel attacked. That's when a lot of times the physical abuse will come in. And you might not have done anything. They might have had a bad day at work, or somebody passed them on the road, or any little thing can set them off, but you are going to be the place he goes to for the rage. Narcissists are really good at manipulating and controlling other people. They will say that you're the one that's lying, you're the one that had an affair, you're the one fill in the blank. But in reality, they are lying and manipulating you to make themselves feel better. They only talk about what they value the most at that moment. They don't want to hear about how your day was. They don't want to hear if you're feeling okay. That's not of value to them. So they might pretend to be listening just to avoid arguing with you, just saying, and in their mind thinking, I wish my partner would stop already. I'm not interested in how their day went. So something that I found interesting also is that a narcissist attracts people that you would not even want to park your car. And the reason being that they attract these kind of people that you are not trusting is because that they appear higher than they are. And people who are in a bad state with their self-esteem and their love for themselves will be attracted to a narcissist because they want to feel loved and they want to feel important as well. So a lot of times the narcissist friends are people you don't want to hang out with. Blame is always directed outward. You are always to blame. The other person that they got in an accident with is to blame. Their boss, if they lose their job, the boss is to blame. Blame is always outward. They have no self-concept. They have no self-awareness. They do not believe that they themselves are a person apart from somebody else. And so they can't feel that within themselves and they cannot look within themselves. So sometimes when we make a mistake or we have an argument with somebody, we realize, okay, I did the wrong thing. I need to apologize because we looked inward. But they don't have that ability. Sorry, and this is live, and so of course my dogs are barking. If you do stay with your narcissist, you will lose sleep. Your anxiety level will be through the roof, and it is difficult to sleep when you're anxious. You will feel restless. You will have less control over your life, and you will become increasingly worried, and you will start to physically feel sick. And all those are symptoms of your body, your subconscious telling you you're not in a good situation and you need to get out. So your body is almost telling you your pain of staying is worse than your pain of leaving. And your subconscious and your body will keep doing that until you have to listen. So one of the things that I did also write down is that they do not have empathy for others. They might pretend they're good actors, but in their soul they have no empathy for what's going on in anybody's life. And they're unwilling to acknowledge things that are important to you. Mother's Day, your birthday, Valentine's Day. You will find that you don't get a card, you don't get a visit from them if you're at work with flowers. You don't get the recognition on that special day because to them, it doesn't involve them, so it can't be very special. So, two things are going to happen. One, you're going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're going to figure out a way to leave. Or two, you're going to decide that staying is your better option, but you will become so drained. You will become so drained of feeding and taking care of the narcissist. And I don't mean feeding with food, I mean feeding with praise, that you're just going to be an emotional puddle on the floor, to be honest with you. So you're going to want to decide at that point what's worth it for you and for your children. So you're thinking, okay, what can I do? I see all these characteristics. I see what's going on in his mind, but what am I going to do about it? There's not too much you can do about it in order to change him. You can change yourself by seeking counseling or coming to a coach, or you can go no contact as best as you can. He is an addiction, like alcohol, like shopping, like gambling, like smoking. Those are all addictions. And the only way to stop an addiction is to stop feeding it. And believe me, as I've shared with you before, it took me years, not months, not days, years to go through the process of no contact. So don't be so hard on yourself. I see so many of you women saying, when is it going to stop hurting? Why do I keep going back to him? What's the pull? Well, the pull is the trauma bond. The pull is the chemical in your brain, as in any other addiction, saying, oh, that felt so good. I want some more of that. That meaning your dopamine, which is a hormone in your brain that makes you feel great. And it's an addiction that you want more of. So you have to give yourself a little bit of a break, realizing, okay, this is physical. This is really happening with inside of me, and I need to give myself the time. Keep yourself busy. And when I mean self-care, I don't mean take a bubble bath and read a book. I mean do the work that's going to get you to the other side of the bridge. Do the work that you need to know why you were attracted to a narcissist, what kept you with the narcissist, why you kept trying to do the right thing so he would love you. These are all really good self-reflective questions that you need to ask. The other thing, and I've said it again, but I'll say it now, is boundaries. When we are in a narcissistic relationship, boundaries don't exist. They don't care what you want. They don't care what you don't want. They take whatever they think is theirs. And since you are just an extension of them, you are them. And so boundaries are lost. And again, I really encourage you. I know I said it the other day, but I'll say it again. I really encourage you to sign up for my Boundaries and Beyond class. If money is an issue, please just let me know and I will help you. There's payment plans available, but I will be there for you because I really want to teach you the information that I feel will lead you down the road to success. So while you're going no contact, again, that's your time to dig into your own personal issues and fix yourself. And the stronger that you become, the easier the no contact will become, because you will realize that you deserve so much more. So just to go over a few other things that a narcissist is, they are described as fragile, which is a funny word because they are anything but fragile, but inside they are. They have no self-esteem. They have no, what's the word I'm looking for? They have an emptiness inside of them. They feel alienated. Perhaps as a child, they felt alienated. Mom and dad were busy. Mom and dad were going through their own trauma. There was nobody there for them. So they feel that emptiness. Or it could be the opposite. They were put on a pedestal as a child and they were given everything they wanted. And when they said jump, the other person said how high, the other person usually being a parent. And so we have found that narcissism is definitely genetic, but there is also an emotional and I can't think of the word, and and a real side to it where genetics and psychology come to play, and you feel both of those both through both of those feelings. They feel this feeling of grandiose. So it is a mixture of both. And I know everybody asks me the same thing also: can they be healed? They cannot be healed. You can't heal something that's not there. They don't have a soul, they only have emptiness. But the good news is, if they find themselves reading about narcissism and identifying with narcissism, they can get help and they can go to therapy and learn how to be socially acceptable and how to treat other people the way that they deserve to be treated. It might be very difficult for them, but it is doable. That only works for a very, very few number of narcissists because they usually think they're perfect and they don't need any help. But I just wanted to put that out there. I know a lot of people ask about that. Their sense of entitlement, again, is just their shame and their insecurity. My dog, sorry, their shame and their insecurity showing up for them. So when we leave, there are 4 different kinds of reactions you're going to get. The first one is the trophy man. So the trophy man is basically love bombing to get you back. I love you. I miss you. You were the best wife. I really want you to come back. And when you don't respond or you say no, he becomes the mean guy. The mean guy is the one that sends those texts that we've all gotten to tell you what a bitch you are, how fat you are, what a terrible wife you are. And they're just doing that to elicit some sort of response from you because they just want attention. They don't care if it's good attention or it's bad attention. They just want a response. And then the last one, I'm sorry, I know I said 4, but it's 3. The last one is the ghost. So the ghost pops in and out. He will pop in and beg you to return. And then he will find a new supply and he will be gone for weeks or months. And then he will pop back in when he's bored with who he's with and he needs that excitement to feel alive. And he'll contact you again in hopes of rekindling. So again, your best bet is no contact. If you can't go no contact because you have children, your best bet is to go gray rock, which is to be boring. They are looking for excitement. If you are boring to them, they will not bother with you. So gray rock looks like a simple yes or no answer to them with no arguing because they're looking for that. It means having a plan for your children that involves dropping them off and picking them up in a public place so you are never alone with them. And it deals with, or it looks like, gray rock looks like you just don't care. And that hurts them and will help guide them to their next source of excitement. Let's see if I have anything else to say about that. There was so much information on the inside of a narcissist that I did take so many notes. I just wanted to let you know that I'm so proud of you guys. You're doing a great job of learning how to heal yourself from the inside, recognizing the signs, recognizing why you're feeling the way you're feeling, and really trying to make an effort to make your lives more empowered. So I will be on tomorrow at 11 a.m. with my coffee. Here's my Hot Mama mug. I know it's backwards for you, but my Hot Mama mug and myself will be here for any questions and coffee you have on Saturday morning. And I hope to see you here. I am so sorry about the camera the other day, but I hope that this video gives you just as much information as you were able to get from the live feed. All right. Happy Friday, ladies. Enjoy your day.